Hi guys, how is everybody doing today? So as you noticed, there was no Craftsmas episode today. I was ahead of my filming schedule till we got hit by the hurricane, and then now I'm behind, and we had the insurance adjuster out here all morning. So my office is even more of a wreck, so I did not get a chance to film today, but we will be back with Craftsmas tomorrow. And it'll be the Patreon kit is what is going on tomorrow. But other than that, we're okay. I mean, there was a lot going on. You got the song stuck in your head now, Anna? I do too. But, it's kind of been my motto lately. Just keep going. Yeah, just keep swimming. Things have been tough, but, it is what it is. One thing I did want to mention, and we just added it to the website, and I will link it so that way if you are interested in purchasing it, I will put it here as a link, and then I'll also try to remember to link it down below. Our Vote t-shirt. Now, it is a done shirt, so it's not a SVG that you can download. So this is it. Isn't it cute? So I linked it so that way if you want to purchase it, it does have free shipping on it. Now, if you do purchase other things on the website, you won't get charged anything extra for ordering the Vote tee, but you will get charged shipping on everything else. But the Vote tee is free shipping. So hopefully y'all like it. It was something important to me, and it doesn't matter which way you lean politically. I thought that the meaning behind it was important because myself personally, if you don't vote, I don't feel like you get the right to sit there and gripe about everything. And me and Cameron were talking about it, and I was thinking about things, and I was like, because, you say stuff and you're like, well, like your life depends on it. So I was like, well, your rights do depend on you voting. So it's like kind of it says like your rights depend on it. So I think it's an important message to get out before election day. And, there's always an election somewhere. The thing with elections and stuff like that is, yes, the presidential election's only every 4 years, but we have other elections that happen yearly. And, change sometimes starts on the lower level before you get to the higher level. But yeah, so if y'all are interested in purchasing it, it's there. We definitely appreciate it. I figured I wanted to do it as a done shirt because, we've been affected now this year twice by hurricanes. We've had the coronavirus. We've had, we had the explosion last year. I mean, it's been a lot. And I was like, something like this helps us out. So again, if you want to purchase, we definitely appreciate it. I don't expect y'all don't have to. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm pushing y'all to buy it. But to me, this is something important. And I think it's important message to get out there. But again, it also helps us in our small base business. And we are direct to garmenting them, so they do go out very quickly. And again, the sizes are small, extra small through 3XL. So, and they're unisex shirts. So, again, and it does include free shipping on it. So if you just order the shirt, it'll go out pretty quickly to you. And they're nice and comfortable, soft tees. That, I don't know how y'all are. I cannot stand like a cheapy stiff shirt. Like I will always spend extra to get a good shirt. I even because I was playing with my makeup after the insurance adjuster left, and I did like the pink eye because it was like the shirt, like when I was telling Nadia kind of what I wanted her to design, because she designed it. Yes, they're Chiltec shirts, Kathy. But like I was telling Nadia, I was like, I wanted to feel very Barbie-ish. I don't know why that mattered to me so much, other than, like, to me, Barbie could do anything, you know, as a girl role model, that Barbie was like it. That's the fashion doll that I love. That was the doll. I had so many different iterations of Barbie. So that's part of the reason why I decided it. And I was like, we're going to go full on Barbie today. Like the pink glittery eyeshadow. And, I'm living out my Barbie fantasy. I just need my Barbie dream house and my Barbie pink Corvette, and we'll be good to go. But yeah, no, I mean, things have been tough. I don't want it to seem like it isn't, but I'm on the uptick. I'm in a good mood. Things are happy. Christmas is still going on. Just so everybody knows, we're just missing a couple of days. Well, they're not missing. They're just going to be a couple of days short this year. I mean, there's not much I can do as far as a hurricane goes. I try to pre-film, and typically we don't get hit by hurricanes in October. I mean, that's just unheard of. So that kind of put us behind. Like, I had stuff, and then when you have no power and stuff, it's kind of hard to film. And then again, like, I can pretty much get a lot of stuff done like during the day, but not when I'm meeting with insurance adjusters and all that kind of stuff. And, filming is great, but filming isn't all my job is. Like, I feel like that is, I do that a lot, but there's a lot more to what I do during the day than just film. I wish that was it. Wouldn't that be lovely? I felt like I just got crazy eyes. What was that? There was a movie with that skinny dude, and he did the crazy eyes because he went to jail or something. It was a comedy from like the 90s, and like, I don't even remember what it was. Now that's going to be stuck in my head. Anyways, but he liked to sing the thank you, Scrap Mill. I'm just, I feel like I am in a good place today. Y'all know, some days it's like, it's a bad day. And it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to be a bad day. Today's a good day. Yeah, I mean, Kathy, we do go through a lot. I mean, and everybody does. And it's the way I've always looked at it too is one person's breaking point is a jumping off point for someone else. And I mean, again, it's been a lot, but we're doing it. And, yeah, I mean, if you watch on a regular basis, some days I have a bad attitude. I mean, not really a bad attitude, but I'm just like, I'm done. I can't. Like, if you would have heard me on the phone, like during the hurricane, I was like, I'm done. Can't do it. Nope. Not going to do it anymore. So, I mean, but, now that things have calmed down, we're getting things situated. I feel a little bit better about it. Hi, Gina. I haven't seen you in a while. Well, thank you, Kathy. I try to stay positive. I think positive is important. You know what I mean? Like, I think those are the things that are, there's no point in dwelling on the bad. I think we all have to do that. Sometimes you just got to put your big girl panties on and deal with it. Jennifer, sometimes I feel like that too with my kids. I'm like, are you sure you're mine? Nadia's giggling. And there are other days the kids know. They can tell by the look on my face that, hey, today's not the day to mess with mama. It's like, nope. And they also know, like, because I'm not our house always stays a mess. I mean, we're busy. We're hardly ever there. They know, though, that at certain points, I'm like, I lose it. I'm like, I cannot. I cannot keep going with this house looking like that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so funny because normally now, right now, my office is a mess because we are, you know, we had the, as I said, we had the insurance adjuster out here today, and everything got pulled out more, and like, so everything is everywhere, and I've got to get it all cleaned up and situated. But I typically keep this very nice and neat. I mean, yes, I've got stuff sitting around, but I do keep it nice and neat. But at home, my bedroom stays pretty clean for the most part because my kids don't go in there. And I say that, and it's true because Nadia, I love her to death, but she's the world's worst. If she gets something, it stays on the kitchen table for months. I swear to goodness, if I would let her, it'd stay on there for years. She's laughing, but she knows. Or, they'll do the bare minimum just to get by. I mean, but that's a kid thing. I mean, I remember being young and doing the same kind of thing. Let's see. You've been mad for a minute. Had to buy hundreds of transfers to fill and order your. Ooh. Well, hopefully your new printer will do you good. Mine has been fine. My Sawgrass, but I don't use it a whole lot. I mean, I use it for videos, but not a whole lot. And right now, a lot of the sublimation stuff has been really difficult to get a hold of, so I haven't done a lot of sublimation videos. Well, I mean, then that's a good thing, Gene, if it lasted 5 years. Your house is a mess too, and after a while, it's just, this needs to get done. Yeah, I mean, at some points, I'm just like, nope, can't do it no more. And it's like I explained to my children, and this is the best way to do it. And they know this. I mean, we've talked about it. The mess that is around my house 99% of the time is not from me or my husband. It is from the kids. And they're like, I'm your mama, but I ain't your maid. I want them to be independent, be able to do these things on their own, because if they move out, they're going to have to do it. And they need to know how to clean. I'm not that mama that does everything for my kids. My kids know how to do the dishes and all that. Kathy, Nadia is okay. So Nadia biologically is not mine, but she's my daughter. It's the best way to say it. I mean, that child has been mine since the day she was born. I was the first person to hold her. I mean, me and Jeremy have been together her entire life. So yeah, she's mine. Or at least that's how we feel about things. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we are on everything. And she's creative. She's so good. And she gets it. Well, I mean, and I spoil my kids. My kids are rotten. They'll tell you they're rotten. Yep. See, Christy, it's the way that it is. She helps you so much when she's so good, isn't she? That baby is she's a good baby. She's a precious baby. They drive me insane, but they're precious. It's like explaining to, like when me and my husband talk about it, we have really good kids. I don't know what we've done to deserve to get really good kids like we have. But, like Nadia bleached her hair and was going to dye it blue, but decided to keep it blonde. And Caden bleached his and dyed it blue. And Mary was like, my mother-in-law, she was like, well, I just don't think. I said, hey, let me tell you something. If them wanting to color their hair is the worst thing that I got to deal with as a parent, I have done my job. And my kids, Nadia's 20, Caden's 18, and Cameron is 13. They hang out with us and want to hang out with us. That is not something that is I guess I don't. It's good. Like I don't know how else to explain it. You know, how many kids do you know that are that age that spend more time with their parents than anybody else? Well, thank you, Gina. I was glad that you're able to come and join us. I hardly ever see you anymore on here. I'm glad you say that, Kathy. I'll make sure to tell her how good she is because she is. I mean, that child is so good. I will try to look at your videos, Gina, when I get time to. It's been kind of hard. Yes, I'm close with all my kids. There's Cameron. He's pigeon. As he says, the birds work for the bourgeoisie. And I'm like, what is the bourgeoisie? If someone can explain to me what the bourgeoisie is, I would like to understand. Um, Cameron's a big goofball. He is entertaining to say the least. He is my little mini me, um, but lazier than I am. I always mess with him about it. He knows. Um, but he's a good kid. That kid keeps you on your toes. You should see because because in the morning we go and walk. He needs to get, since he's doing virtual school, he needs to get his PE in, and Mama needs to walk because her honey is big. So we go walk every morning, and the conversations that we have is awesome. And I recommend every parent, if you don't, you need to learn to talk to your kids and like not tell them things, but talk to them. Start understanding their perspective on things because kids know more and see more and understand more than what a lot of parents think that you're doing. Um, keto, Kathy, we were doing good on keto. Then the storm hit and there was no keto, but I am trying to get back to keto. Y'all know I've had some struggles with weight, especially with all the medicine and stuff I was on for fibromyalgia. So we're just working at it a day at a time. And that's the only thing I can do. I mean, I'm not tiny. I want to be tiny. But I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to be tiny to be anything more than what I am, you know? Um some women, and I don't say this to sound mean, put so much emphasis on themselves as a person by what size they are, and that isn't what is important, you know what I mean? I mean, everybody gets down on themselves about whenever they're bloated or you know what I mean, but for the most part, I'm pretty content and happy with who I am. You know, yes, I could stand to lose a few pounds, but I'm in a happy, healthy marriage. I have happy, healthy kids. I have a full time business. I mean, and that's part of it is, you know, I don't have 20 hours a week to devote to cooking and working out. I just don't have the hours in the day. Oh, thank y'all. But I don't feel like I'm terrible either. You know what I'm saying? Like I always felt I have a good self-esteem. Probably too good. I think a lot of myself. I've always been that way, and Jeremy knows. Like I've always joked that I'm vain. I've always been vain, and probably always will be vain. Um, it is what it is. But yeah, I guess that is kind of it for today. I wanted y'all to know what was going on because since there was no Craftsmas today, I know people, you know, if I don't post, people ask and get worried. And it wasn't anything other than because I haven't had a chance to I had pre-filmed and then stuff happens. But since I hadn't had a chance to pre-film, there was no way around it. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a little bit more pre-film this weekend. We shall see, because we are still going to do our museum trip on Sunday. We're bringing the kids to the Houston Museum of Natural Science. We're members over there to go see Body Worlds. I don't know if y'all have ever seen it. The last time we saw it, because it takes a long time to travel around the country or whatever, was when I was pregnant with Cameron. So that was almost 14 years ago, or it was about 14 years ago by this point. And it's really cool and really neat. Now, if you don't like bodies and stuff like that, because it's real, you may not want to go look at it, but it's really kind of the neat things. And it's coming back this weekend. So we're going to bring the kids to do that. Because the museum limits how many people are there, and you have to wear a mask. So feel comfortable going. Plus, I mean, we haven't gotten out of the house, and it seems like forever. We're trying to live our life, but as safely as possible through these trying times. But yeah, anyways, if y'all are interested in the shirt, it is on the website. If you didn't see what I was talking about, the vote like your rights depend on it. I think it's an important shirt. Doesn't matter what you believe. It matters for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be liberal, you can be conservative, either way, or you can be somewhere in the middle. It still matters. And that's not saying anything about political beliefs. It is true that you need to vote if you want your opinion to count. But I guess that's it. Don't forget to check me out on all my social media: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. I do have a second channel, which is makeup related, which I post there. It seems like just as much on there as I do on here. But I guess that's it. We shall see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully Crafts Mohos will be back. If not, I'll do it live to let y'all know what's going on, because, you know, haven't gotten anything fixed yet, and it's supposed to rain tonight. So who knows what mess I will come back, because we had some leaks in the roof because of the storm. So we'll see how that goes. But I guess that's it. We shall see y'all tomorrow. Bye.